Another day, another mess in the garage. So, carefully mounted transmission, working on mid plate, had to do some trimming. Now I'm gonna put in some mounts. It's gonna bolt in at a couple of different places here at the firewall and down at the subframe. And I bumped everything forward a little bit to give more room for everything. I always struggled with getting to the rearmost spark plugs and then also the trans line. So everything's moved forward an inch. It's going to might affect my hood clearance. And then I moved it all up probably ½ inch is what I measured. So it's getting there, but made a mess in here. Took the seat out. So I'm gonna have to probably trim just a little bit for a transfer case. That's a little surprise. Hopefully that comes in soon, but I may have ordered a pretty fancy transfer case that's going to fit a lot easier than the stock NP208. The NP208 was a lot bigger than it appeared once you put it underneath the car. So I found another option that didn't break the bank, and it's going to fit a lot easier. Still going to probably require some trimming, but I'm excited about it. And once I get this mid plate figured out, mounted in, then I'm going to put the motor in and work on the front plate. Then I can start working on the control arm mounting and then tie this whole subframe into the chassis on the bolt there, and there's one up here. So making progress. Woohoo! I have a mid plate. So it's only tied in here right now, but I'm going to tie this down once I get the subframe done. Tie that down to there. It's going to be a lot stronger point. That's just kind of thin sheet metal, not really the way to go, but it is holding the weight of the trans. There's no weight on that jack. And then the tail shaft is just holding the angle. So it's in there. Once I get that in, that'll be stronger. And then obviously the front plate and the rest of the subframe, hold that all up. I probably won't need anything on the tail shaft and transfer case to hold it, and that can just float then. So pretty wild. It ain't pretty, but it's working. I am doing a really poor job of filming while I'm working. However, I am making progress. So, one control arm mount done. Got to do the other side. And this will have another bar that attaches. The back side will attach to. Cool. Had to cut out the whole thing is offset this way a bit. So had to cut out this so I could have the same length control arms each side. And then the other side will come off, a couple inches to make up for the difference in the offset of the diff to the center line of the car. So at least that's the thought. It's getting there. All right, more progress. Unfortunately, we can't find my GoPro, so I was planning on setting it up and time-lapsing it, but can't find it, so who knows. So I'm just working and updating as I go. This has taken a little bit of time. Motor plate, I've had to drill it for power steering bracket and then carve a little out here, set all the spacers up, and same back here. Drill it to attach, carve it out because this actually sticks back further than the plate, just a hair, but there's still plenty of meat left. And then cut out this side also for headers. I still have to test that and put the steering rack back on, make sure I can get the lines on. But that's some progress. Not too bad. It's going to be a real pain to take the plate off and put it back on. You have to put gaskets behind and in front. So I think what I may try to do is see if they make some studs, because if I could either buy or make some studs, that would be a lot easier. That way you could slide the gasket on, slide the motor plate on, another gasket, then the water neck setup. But now it's juggling and very tedious. My understanding is that the aftermarket blocks have like provisions for these holes here for the motor plate. Right now on this side it's just by the water neck, but man, it's rigid already. Pretty wild. So clean up the garage a little bit. The next task, I believe, is to take that, put it in there so I can set up the mounts for that. But I'm also spending just a little time jamming. Got an adult beverage and just staring at it. I don't know if you guys do this. Comment below. Smash that like button. But yeah, it probably looks like garbage on video, I know, but it's my creation and it's cool to me. All right, I'll get back to work. Yes, it is in. So cool. So from what I can tell, it'll be about 4 to 5 inches of ground clearance up front. So even if I'm off a little bit, that's enough to have some wiggle room. So that's awesome. And got these motor plates in, some super beefy angle iron that I just welded to the frame all the way around. And same on this side, drilled it, and then it can still go back and forth. It can't go this way or that way, but these plates flex, so you have to tie it somewhere. But that's going to be easy for my car because the subframe itself. So this is going to go to here, and then this standoff down here over to here. And so then everything will be braced in that way, and then other stuff will mount to that and triangulate and all that good stuff. One problem is this setup, the knuckle is different and it pulls this way further in, and this is way too long. So I'm gonna either have to try to find one, buy one, or make one again. That's what I did last time because nothing existed for what I needed. But pretty cool.
Welcome